time again. RL and Jenny on the mic, let's go. Welcome to the show where the people get heard. Everyday voices, every thought, every word.
Entertainment, politics, love and life. We break it all down every Tuesday night.
If you wrote a new book or you're building up a dream, got an organization or a message for the team,
pull up a chair, come and share what you know. We open up the floor, let the conversation grow.
It's Overflow,
The Everyday People Show.
with RL and Jenny, yeah, they always keep it real, you know. At 7 p.m. Eastern time, we go live. Tune in, tap in.
Let your story come alive, overflow.
Let your voice overflow. From the headlines to the hard lines, we talk about it all. Real folks, real stories, no topic too big or small. Overflow, the Everyday People Show. RL and Jenny, let the conversation flow. Every Tuesday at 7. Every Tuesday at 7. Every Tuesday at 7. Overflow.
Every day you let us go.
And welcome back to Overflow, the Everyday People Show. This is the only show with me, you, your mama, and your cousin too. Get to just come on and chop it. What's up, y'all? I'm your boy Ariel, and she's your girl. Who?
Jenny.
From the block. What's up, Jen? What's going on?
Oh my gosh.
We are live
The
again.
heat. The
The
heat.
heat.
That's what's going on.
It been kind of warm lately.
It's been too warm. Like health hazard warm.
What you call hell hazard warm?
Passing out, throwing up, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, we had people passing out at the we had people
On the verge of passing
on the verge of
out.
passing out at the 4th of July cookout, the family 4th of July cookout. Yeah, so the heat been brutal, man.
Mhm.
If you got anything to do, you got to do it like before noon or after like 6,
Yeah.
5, 6, something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like between like noon and when it get between like noon and 5, boy, it be blazing out there.
Mhm.
It be blazing out there, and the humidity don't help though.
No, I mean it's at record numbers this summer, so it's like way hotter than the temp actually says. So when you put all that together, it's like it's better if you stay in. Even if you hydrated, you still got to be extra careful. So
Yeah, they say like it like 90s. It been like 90 degrees like all week,
mhm.
and then they say I don't understand this. Like if they say it's like 95 degrees, then they say what it feels like. You know what I'm saying? But it feels like 101. I'm like, hell, if it feels like 101, then 101. You know what I'm saying?
Well,
I don't.
technically it's the degree they say.
I don't know how they do that though. Like you know what I'm saying? Because I'm going by like if it feel like 100, it's 100. Is it just like it's
'Cause it's
saying?
the heat index, I guess, of the humidity. So
I don't know, man. We got to get we got to get your boy Brian Moynihan on him. Tell us how that goes.
he
See,
definitely
and that could be a question you can ask Brian Moynihan. Like,
Yeah.
how did that work? Like, you know what I'm saying? If I go outside and my body says 100, how you gonna tell me in 91? You know what I'm saying?
Well, I'll make sure I ask him that. I will in September.
Y'all listen, y'all do me a favor. Y'all do us a favor. Y'all share this live out, man, in a group with a friend, man. We're gonna be low key today, man. Coming off a holiday weekend. 4th of July, 4th of July. You know what I'm saying? As I call it now. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to separate. It's hard for us to separate ourselves from the 4th of July because it's kind of like baked into our minds. You know what I'm saying? That we got to celebrate 4th of July, even though we know the truth about the 4th of July now.
I think the challenge is just family. Like you can be resolved that that's not what you want to do, and you can take that day and just chill out, do whatever you like, and then say, "Hey, I'm gonna do something that I know is better, like Juneteenth, as far as for our people." But when you think overall, you got family. So when you have family, and that's what they would like to do, then do you skip out on it, or do you just go ahead so you can be around, your loved one? So I think it's an easy
Yeah.
thing. It's just hard when you have to still know that, okay, family getting together.
And that's the main reason I wanted. So the question is, y'all. So the question is, y'all feel free to elaborate on these questions. Just the Everyday People Show. That means it's your show too. So the question is, are Black people too indoctrinated to celebrate Juneteenth the way they celebrate the 4th of July, Independence Day? Are we too indoctrinated to kind of like pull ourselves away from? And I'm not saying don't celebrate the 4th of July, but hell, you can't do it better than your real day. You know what I'm saying? Like your real Independence Day is Juneteenth. And I don't know if a lot of Black people know that. I don't really understand what Juneteenth really is. Maybe they need to change the name to Black Independence Day.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Maybe they need to change the name to Independence Day. Juneteenth, Black Independence Day. Add something to it. You know what I'm saying? And then people to know, hey, this is the day when we was emancipated. You know what I'm saying? And we wasn't emancipated on 4th of July. That when they was emancipated, that when they got their rights. You know, I don't know when they was the country was built. But we know now that when this country was formed, we were still slaves. We was considered what, 1/5 of a man.
Yeah, it may be the changing of the day itself will make a difference, but it's already set in stone how they want to have it.
So what do y'all think?
See.
What do y'all think out there in Facebook and YouTube land? Do y'all think Black people are too indoctrinated to celebrate Juneteenth the way we celebrate 4th of July?
I think so.
Yeah, I think so. Cause
it's been years of it. Like we grew up in it.
Decades of it.
I remember growing up with the shirts with the little flags on them. We go buy little bitty flags and
I remember growing up, man. We used to have like
horns and stuff.
People say you got your 4th. You got your 4th on? You know what I'm saying? We used they don't do that no more. But when I was growing up, we had like a 4th outfit.
Yeah, outfit. Yeah.
Everybody had an outfit that they wore on the 4th. Yep. You know what I'm saying? Do y'all remember that? Do y'all remember growing up wearing the 4th of July outfit?
I do remember.
Yeah. So it's kind of like baked into our mindset. Yeah. 4th of July that we gotta celebrate it. I don't know if a lot of people celebrate it as Independence Day or they don't understand what the 4th of July really is. It's really America's birthday. It's when America was birthed, the birth of a nation. I don't know if y'all remember the movie Birth of a Nation when they had the Ku Klux Klan and all that. And it was at the movie theater. The birth. So if y'all have time after this show, go research a Birth of a Nation movie. And we were slaves on the 4th of July, 1776. We were still slaves, so we was not even able to be. We weren't even citizens then. But Juneteenth marks the day of our independence. So I felt some kind of way celebrating. I felt some kind of way. Well, I didn't feel no kind of way because I was with family. I wanted to be with the family. I wanted to be with the family. We don't come together often. We come together often, but anytime you get a large group of the family together at one time, you want to be there. You know what I'm saying? Even though I didn't feel like this is the day we need to be celebrating, I wanted to be amongst family. You know what I mean? So, but next year I want to try to get the family together and have a big Juneteenth celebration, which is our actual Independence Day, the Emancipation Proclamation. You know what I'm saying? That's the day we celebrate Independence Day. Cinco de Mayo is the day that Mexicans celebrate Independence Day. But it seems like we put more stock in Cinco de Mayo and the 4th of July and then Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying? It's like, okay, Juneteenth, da. You know what I'm saying? Juneteenth, hey, Black Power, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and part of it probably is because, as always, we're at the bottom of the totem pole. So Cinco de Mayo been acknowledged for a long while. And even though Juneteenth has been made a national holiday where we are kind of over the last, I guess, 5 or 6 years starting to really celebrate it. like openly, like where they actually talking about it on the news and stuff a lot. I think it's because we're always at the bottom. Like it's the last of everything else. So it is. I just think it's because we're at the
what do you mean we
bottom.
at the bottom? Like,
Well,
but does it? Do we need other people to celebrate us? You
absolutely
know what I'm saying?
no,
So that's what I'm
not
saying.
at
Like,
all.
we don't need
No,
them to tell us we need to celebrate on the
no.
Juneteenth. We just need to recognize that Juneteenth is our actual Independence Day and not the 4th of July. And I'm not saying don't celebrate 4th of July. I'm saying don't celebrate the 4th of July better than you celebrate your own Independence Day.
I agree.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I don't mind celebrating them more, but I'm not going to do 4th of July hard. I'm not going to go hard. I'm not going to be like soft on Juneteenth, which is my actual Independence Day, and go hard on 4th of July. Firework, everybody spending
Right.
hundreds of dollars on fireworks. Why can't we do this for Juneteenth? Fireworks and parades and everything. They have a parade, but when they show the parade, it's like a handful of people there, and it's almost like we are so indoctrinated with the 4th of July that we don't even celebrate our own independence
Yeah,
the way we
and
should.
and even though sometimes other, like, people will get involved and participate of other ethnicities, I think we just have to realize that we have to make it happen. Like
Yeah,
the fourth is already established, very well established. So, it's a lot of investments over the years of how it's marketed and stuff like that. I mean, for us, we just have to make it happen.
Alton Middleton, what's up, my brother? Alton Middleton said BID, Black Independence Day sound good to me. Yeah, we gotta make it Independent Day. And y'all share out this live. Y'all don't mind, y'all share this live to a group or a friend. Please just share this live to your own page, and hopefully the other people will pick it up. And also, y'all go to our YouTube page and subscribe to our YouTube page. Let's get the numbers up, man. We gotta get the subscription over 1,000 to be monetized. So we need y'all help to go to our YouTube page when y'all get through and subscribe to our YouTube page. If y'all don't mind, please subscribe to our YouTube page. So the question is, are Black people too indoctrinated to celebrate Juneteenth the way they celebrate 4th of July, Independence Day? And I think we are. I think we celebrate Independence Day real hard, and it's like, we having the big cookouts, but Juneteenth, which is our actual day of independence, you know what I'm saying? It's like, so next year, and I'm gonna put this out into the family. The next year we're gonna celebrate Juneteenth the way we celebrate, and we're gonna let the 4th of July be a whimper. And I'm not saying don't celebrate 4th of July. Still barbecue. If you want to barbecue 4th of July,
It's a swap.
and just switch it over. Just make the big shebang. Just make your big shebang on the Juneteenth, and make your whimper on the 4th of July. Just have a little cookout at the house, throw a little meat on the grill. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like we do on Juneteenth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think I'm looking at Speak Life. Hey, Life. She said,
Life, what's up, girl?
people still sleep. Yes, they are.
Yeah, people still, I think people are still asleep, but I just think it's just when you've been doing something so long, it's hard to stop. You know what I'm saying? So I think a lot of people woke on Juneteenth. It's just like, it seems like everybody watching around. Okay, let's see what we're gonna do on Juneteenth.
Well,
Okay, Cinco de Mayo. Hey, let's get out and party.
Right. And just that, when you said that, I was thinking we have a bad habit of like supporting something else that's not totally us sometimes. Like we jump on everybody else's products, their businesses, and we don't show up the same for each other.
Yeah, we
I'm
don't.
not saying we don't show up. There's some of us who are just diehard us, team us all day long. But what I'm saying is, we are known for jumping in on other people's stuff and, going strong, going hard with it. But then with us, we kind of, we don't be as, exuberant about it.
Yeah, so I want to challenge people. I want to definitely gonna challenge my family. We're gonna have the black, red, and green colors out
Well,
there.
we need to ask your friend about the colors.
We're gonna deck it out. Well, we're
He
gonna.
said something about the colors.
Who that?
I forgot. We had a guest who said something about the colors were.
Well, the colors, the actual colors for Juneteenth are red, white, and blue, which I think a lot of people ain't feeling it. You know what I'm saying? Because it's too much like.
Okay.
Yeah, if you ever
I
seen
didn't know that.
the original Juneteenth flag is red, white, and blue. It has no black, green, black, and red in it.
Okay.
But black people want to be separate from the red, white, and blue. We can't do the red, white, and blue. So a lot of people saying Juneteenth was actually celebrating Black American. So they went with the red, white, and blue. But I think it's time to change that. In my opinion, that's my opinion. We got to be separate. We got to put some African colors in it. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we gonna do next year for our Juneteenth celebration. We gonna do it big, man. And maybe some of that is they haven't made Juneteenth a mandatory holiday. It's just a federal holiday, and they just mean federal jobs and stuff like that are off, but people still go to work on their regular jobs. You know what I'm saying? They don't a lot of jobs don't recognize it as Independence Day. And that's something I think they need to push for next. You know what I'm saying? Everybody need to be off. This is our Independence Day. You know what I'm saying? And they want us to be what they call it fit. They want us to assimilate.
Yeah, and see when you think about it, like
y'all please share this live out, please.
There has to be money to be made off of it too. So if we're not creating it and making it big with money that can be spent, they're not going to make it bigger than a federal holiday.
Well, but see, and that's the thing about it. They're gonna once they do that, they're gonna make it where they're gonna make some money off of it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They're gonna do one thing about corporate America. They're gonna capitalize off every holiday. You know what I'm saying? Once they see Black people really into Juneteenth,
right? Once they see us really into it, so we gotta make that happen and show up huge. In how we're doing it, and like almost create a demand for it, and then that'll open up the interest to say let's do this, because people like to make money. So if money can be made off of it, but they got to see us first though, really into it to know, hey, there's some money to be made off of this holiday.
Yeah, because I know a lot. I mean, like our family, we did a 4th of July thing. You know what I'm saying? Pitch tents and all that. You know what I'm saying? But
how much money we spent? You just went to the store to get some food.
Exactly, man. You know what I'm saying? But I don't mind doing that for my actual Independence Day. And I felt some kind of way out there celebrating, especially the 250 years, and you got the biggest, worst president ever in the White House. I mean, it's almost like, what are we celebrating here? You know what I'm saying? What are we celebrating? 250 years. How far have we really come? Besides making laws that saying you can't hurt us. Besides making laws saying you can't hurt Black people. It's against a lot of hurt Black people, which should be you know what I'm saying, a God-given thing anyway. You know what I'm saying? That's the only accomplishment we got.
Yeah.
If you think about it, Black America, the only compliment we got from America is they can't hurt us legally. You know what I'm saying? Think about it. Think about it. They can't hurt us legally. It's the only thing that we got, man. So if so what do y'all think about this? Are Black people too indoctrinated to celebrate Juneteenth the way they celebrate the 4th of July? Are we indoctrinated? I think we are. I think we are too far. We're so much indoctrinated into the 4th of July and Thanksgiving and all this stuff. In the holiday, we're just indoctrinated into it to where we feel like this is what we do. And we want to be a part of America, but America keeps showing us they don't want us to really be a part of America. You know what I'm saying? They don't really want us to be a part of this country. You know what I'm saying? But they know they can't do nothing about it because we are naturalized citizens. You know what I'm saying? We was emancipated. You know what I'm saying? And that's the day we need to be celebrating. The day we was emancipated. We weren't emancipated on 4th of July. We were slaves then. You know what I mean? What's up, Larry Love? What's up? Y'all want to come up and join us? Follow the link at the bottom. I know it's a long link, but we don't have time to, send it to everybody. But we would love to have y'all come up and discuss these topics with us. So yeah, so I think we're just too indoctrinated. I think over time, if we just keep, if we just celebrate our day first, celebrate our day like we celebrate the 4th of July, and then celebrate the 4th of July just like a little cookout, a little small something. It's a day off. We're gonna throw some meat on the grill. It's a day off, 4th of July, and we still love this country. You know what I'm saying? But we don't love things about it. That's what I want to say. I think we love this country, but we don't love some things about it. We know the history of this country. In the history of this country, we was not free on 1776. We was not free then, y'all. We was not free until 1860. I want to say 1862. Know what I'm saying? Damn near 100 years later. So, but we out here celebrating Independence Day, their Independence Day. We balling out. Let's ball out on all day. That's all I'm saying.
And we have to just those of us that are left that care, because I know some people that have actually made fun of it. They'll say stuff like Juneteenth. I'm about to stand on Juneteenth.
1865. Appreciate that, Larry Love.
So,
and tell your wife I say hello, man. Riding on the passenger side of your wife ride, trying to holler at us. Yeah, man.
So yeah, we just can't seem to get there because it's some of us don't care. Like some of us don't care about it. Like I said, I've known some people that kind of pick at it, be like, nobody don't celebrate on Juneteenth. And so if it's enough of us that care, like with anything else we discuss, we just have to. It takes time, to get a ball rolling with things, but
that's what
it has to be enough of us, though.
That's what Alton Middleton said. He said we will eventually celebrate Juneteenth more than the 4th of July in the future. Remember, right. Juneteenth became a holiday only in 2021 right. by Joe Biden. Yep. Yeah, it's so that could be a thing too, man. But I'm gonna keep pressing it, man. Next year, I think I'm gonna put it out there that we gonna do it big, man. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have fireworks and everything. We're gonna do the fireworks and everything for our emancipation. So you got the last words on that.
No, I'm in total agreement with Alton. And I was thinking that as well. It's just gonna take time, and people have to know and understand what it is so that they can appreciate it and go for it. Like with making personal decisions with their households to say we're gonna invest in fireworks and all the cookout stuff for that day, rent out parks and all that stuff. They just do it, just make it happen.
And I'm not advocating not celebrating 4th of July. I'm just saying celebrate your day too. But celebrate the Juneteenth more. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't celebrate the 4th of July because people still gonna get out there and have cookouts because it's a day off. It's a free day. It's a day off. It's gonna be warm and hot. We're gonna be outside, And 4th of July, something we just been doing. But now we gotta add another one in. We gotta hit our own hard. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
Hey, Dorothy.
Miss Dorothy how you doing, young lady?
She said we will be the change, so help us God.
Absolutely. Amen. Amen. All right, let's move on to our next topic. Our next topic is a church subject. Church subject. His thing. So here's my question. Why do black churches and white churches excuse me, have different worldviews if they worship the same God? You know what I mean? Like how people worshiping the same God got different views about worldviews. You know what I'm saying?
That's a very good question.
Like the black church is saying like we need to take care of the immigrants. The white church is saying no, they need to come in the right way. They illegal. You know what I'm saying? So, and we know what the Bible say. You know what I'm saying? We know what the Bible say about the poor. Take care of the poor. Take care of the poor. Take care of the poor. But the white church is preaching they need to come in the right way, God. You know what I'm saying?
Well, part of that probably is a spiritual thing. not so much opinions or a mindset. I think spiritually they just don't, in their DNA, they don't have the same heart that we have. Maybe because, if you think about it, if you are being hard on the groups of people that God saved for us to take care of, then you got to check your heart. So we are known for being very soft hearted towards all people, very forgiving, and maybe they just don't have that same spiritual DNA.
Yeah, it's like they'll say, like the white church people who go to these white churches, they'll say, they'll call us like thugs and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not putting everybody in the same boat.
Right.
But in the same breath, they'll vote for a man who raped a woman, who's in a pedophile, who's in the pedophile report over thousands of times. They say he's in the pedophile report more than Jesus' name mentioned in the Bible.
Hmm.
So
Oh.
and they look at but they defend him. They defend him though. They'll defend him in all his stuff he do. But you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it's a lot of wonderful churches that all feel the same way that are considered white churches. But the vast majority, I would say, it's their leader. So whoever their leader is, their pastor, whatever their pastor views are, it's gonna carry over into his congregation or her congregation, and they're going to, you attract what you're talking about. So the people, if they want to hear that, they're going to be there, and so it's just that's just how they feel. That's how they think. Um, I don't know. We just a different breed of people, of human beings. Just different.
Yeah, but don't we read out the same Bible?
It don't matter.
Are they
People cherry pick scriptures to fit what they want to, preach and teach.
Yeah, it's kind of because they always talk about Americans were built on Christian values, and they that in the Constitution. Well, what they call it, the Declaration. The Declaration. They got all men are created equal when they wrote that. And I'm like, how did?
And we know that
and I'm like,
is not lived out. I mean,
and I'm like, how the hell could they write that knowing that they had slaves?
Well, see, I don't even like when I see that, hear it, like, and you saw a lot of that for the fourth. I hear it and I don't hear it.
Yeah,
because it's not true.
Yeah, and that's one thing about the fourth that pissed me off. It's kind of like how they like jump over certain parts of history and just to talk about the you know what I'm saying? They picked out all the heroic moments and they talk about when they talk about these people like George Washington, they talking about them like they were just pristine, like perfect people. Like these people had slaves. You know what I'm saying? And y'all don't want to mention it. I mean, why are y'all hiding real history? It's a history.
I'm not laughing. I laugh to keep from crying because it's like in my mind, I'm like, do they think that when we hear that or we read that or recited that we don't, at least a group of us of age, and I ain't talking about the younger kids that don't know, but I'm talking about adults, and we know the truth, but it's like robotic. When we read it, we hear it, and we just gloss over it. They have a commercial that they did with all the kids. You've seen it, right? All these different nationalities of kids reciting that. And I'm saying to myself, how much of that is so not true? So I just, when I saw that commercial, I just kind of like, I shook my head and I'm like, they got little kids saying this, but they don't really know unless their parents teach them. They don't know. So it's like, you got to be super woke and resolved in what you know and understand what you're going to accept that they put in front of our face. So
yeah, and then they get mad when you bring up history. I'm like, shit, it's history. You know what I'm saying? What y'all did was they didn't talk about what they did to the Indians. What they call
the Trail of Tears.
They don't talk about the Trail of Tears.
Well, they did when we were in school.
Yeah, they don't talk about the Trail of Tears. When you're talking about history, they don't talk about the Trail of Tears. They don't talk about slavery. the 4th of July celebration was all roses. It was all celebrate. Oh, we are the mighty United States of America.
Well, you gotta flower. When I say you, I mean them. They gotta flower it, so they can stay looking good about it. I mean, nobody wants to look bad when they've done bad. They gotta flip the script. If they can't flip the script, they gotta cover it with all these flowery lies.
But they always talk about we weren't the one who did it. Okay, you weren't the one who did it. Why you scared to talk about it? Why you don't want to? If you weren't the one who had slaves, why are you scared to talk about slavery and the Trail of Tears and what y'all did to the Native Americans and every other group that was here? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, in legal cases and in you're still doing it.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
And you're still doing it. You're just making laws and passing rules that so you can do it. Then you can say, if I did it, it's a law. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. What Trump doing to these immigrants is wrong. Mm. You know what I'm saying?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot, man. It's a lot.
and this, it's been going on for a long time, and I just think Generation X, we're those people that if we don't, again, help our own families, and if we have positions in certain places, we can influence. We can help it, but they have an agenda to make sure that everything that is the truth is taken out.
Yeah, and that's why the Trump administration is moving to. Mm-hmm. They're trying to remove a lot of history that just shows America in a bad way.
Yes, because the whole thing with which I personally don't have a problem with, the mandate for scriptures and Bible stuff in the schools. I don't have a problem with it. But the problem I have with it is why they're doing it, and that you shouldn't force it on people. But again, that whole agenda is they're going to, alongside it, teach American history.
Well, the problem with putting just Christianity in the school is that was the reason why they claim America was founded.
Exactly.
For people can come, for people can come worship the way they want to worship.
Exactly.
So now you're making like, okay, you can worship the way you want to worship, but you better worship. This is how we worship. You know what I'm saying?
But see, they gotta tie in together the American history. That's why they said alongside it. So it's got to be both. That's how they get it in there, the American history, so they can block out all the slavery stuff. They controlling it because they're taking it out of the school. I've seen stuff, being removed from libraries, at school. So it is what it is. We just
But see, when the slick thing they did, they lumped a lot of Black history in, moving a lot of Black history out. They lumped that in with with a lot of trans books and stuff like that. Some of the trans book and gay books. They put them both in this. So they said they're trying to get rid of trans and gay stuff out, but they lumping the Black history in too. Like, it's like they don't want their kids to know what their ancestors did.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They don't want them to grow up with that because they feel like they're going to feel some kind of way if they know the truth.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
It's like saying, if I tell you I used to beat women, before I met you, I used to beat a lot of women. Mm-hmm. I'll be a fool to think that won't change your thought process about me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
So that's where we at, man. You know what I'm saying? So if they feel like if they kid know how dirty they was to us, they will feel some sympathy for us, and they don't want their kid to have sympathy for other people.
Yeah,
that's my opinion.
People don't like to be found out when it's not a good light, and that's human nature to want to cover the darkness that they've done.
Yeah. So let's so if y'all got anything to say about this, y'all feel free to comment, man. This is the Overflow, the everyday people show, y'all. And yeah, y'all, we had an awesome guest on last week. Don't say her name. Say her name, Jen. We had an awesome guest on last week, Lakeisha Walker, author, comedian, inspirational speaker, and youth pathos comedian. Y'all follow her at comedianladyq.com, and y'all go purchase her book, Laughing Out of the Pews on Amazon. Y'all go get that book, man. And go watch the show, man. Go watch the show from last week after you watch this live show. You know what I mean?
It was a good.
Yeah, that was a good show last week.
Very good.
So let's move on to the next topic. Have you heard about this kid, Nolan Wells? They found his body. I think this
On
week.
the 6th.
Yeah.
So that was yesterday.
So black kid Nolan Wells' body found after a boating trip with his white friends. Do you think it was foul play? Do you think black people need to be more aware of hanging around all white kids? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is that a thing now? Like, to be the token black, You know what I mean? Like,
that's a very like, oh my gosh, that's a sensitive topic. But and I don't think it's always true. But I think because of history, we have to be mindful and careful, especially with the climate right now in America. Yeah, I think you have to be careful.
Let me play a video so we can give people the story about this. This happened on this happened on the 4th of July.
Yeah,
this happened on the 4th of July, y'all. So tragic story. But we've seen this play out a couple of times before, you know.
The family of Nolan Wells confirms that the body found is their son. Put it up full mass. Man. Earlier today, I had a conversation with our dear brother, Ricky Smiley. And Ricky offered to pay for someone to go to Mississippi and help investigate. He was going to help pay for someone to do so. And this is an unfortunate update to this story, but still a whole lot of questions. So let me give you the reminder. The Mississippi Free Press reports that hours after a park ranger found a body on Horn Island while searching for the missing college student, Nolan Xavier Wells, the 18-year-old's mother confirmed his death Monday afternoon. Wells was last seen at 3 p.m. on Saturday on Horn Island with a group of white friends. His cause and manner of death have not been released publicly. Authorities have also not said if foul play is suspected. Now that's ironic already. The Jackson County Sheriff and Coroner both confirmed that the body matches the description of Wells, who went missing Saturday, July 4th, while visiting Horn Island with a group of friends. The cause of his death is unknown. Authorities are awaiting the results of DNA testing, but Jackson County Coroner Bruce Lind said that, quote, there is no reason to believe it is not him, WLOX reported. Quote, his father, our family, friends, and I are absolutely devastated. Christine Wansley wrote in a Facebook post, another quote, my heart is broken for my sweet son, who is always willing to cheer and uplift others. Nolan was a special soul. God took his time creating our son. End quote. What a beautiful way to describe your child. Can't imagine. He would have turned 19 next month. Put him up. He would have turned 19 next month. He was also set to return to Southwest Mississippi Community College to practice for the football season. He was a wide receiver for the Bears, the SMCC Bears. There has been extensive discourse online about Xavier seemingly being the only black person in the group. I want you to hear it. Here it is.
Because of the way whiteness protects itself, being the token Black person in a group of white friends isn't just dangerous. It could potentially be deadly. And once you start seeing the pattern, you can't unsee it. When Nolan Wells decided to go on a boat trip with his friends in Mississippi on July 4th, I'm sure he and his family felt comfortable putting a great deal of trust into those friends. But just like the cases of Tamla Horsford, the only Black woman in an adult sleepover party in Georgia who was found dead the next morning, and Peter Spencer, the Jamaican immigrant who was shot 9 times during a camping trip with a group of white people in Pennsylvania, or on a different camping trip with Terrence Woods Jr., who joined his 11 white colleagues in the woods of Idaho and is still missing, it's fair to ask, where were these trusted friends during these Black people's final moments? Look, I don't want to make any of this sound like a conspiracy, and honestly, it's far more heinous that it's not, because whiteness doesn't actually have to sit down at a table and conspire on how to protect itself. It just reacts, automatic and impulsive. That programming and the unawareness of it are exactly why white spaces aren't safe for Black people.
So I went to a very affluent, predominantly white private high school. And when I see these pictures of Nolan Wells with his friends on the boat for the 4th of July, my heart breaks. My heart completely breaks because I know that so many of my pictures from high school look exactly like his. I know what it's like to be the token Black person in a group of predominantly white people. And for you to genuinely probably think that those are your friends. And for 95% of your interactions with these people to be friendly to the point where you do believe that they're your friends. And probably for them as well to believe that they're your friends until shit hits the fan.
As a white woman who grew up in a predominantly Black area, where I've definitely been the only white person in the room on lots and lots and lots of occasions, I've never been in fear. I've never been afraid. I've never been worried about my safety.
Story, right? Tragic story. He went on a boating trip with all his white friends and didn't come back.
Well, what's crazy is that they had his phone. And so how if they're on a boating trip, how do they come back with his phone? He doesn't come back when they were on a boat.
Well,
Like that
these-
makes no sense. He had to have fallen off the boat. He couldn't have gotten off the boat without falling off the boat or being pushed off the boat. So like how did they arrive back with his phone? Like that part right there raises like a lot of questions. Like it doesn't make
yeah,
sense.
and he knew how to swim. He was a college athlete. So, it's a lot of questions to be asked about this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And, it's got to be heartbreaking, for a parent. You see the people pull up without your son, and they just got his phone.
I can't
And they
even
tell
imagine
you,
that.
we don't know where he at.
Can't even imagine.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
It's
boy.
you know what I'm saying. It
Yeah.
sounds fishy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Then the reports say that everybody went and wiped their accounts, social media accounts. Some of the boys got lawyers already. I'm like, who get a lawyer? Who gets? If I know I'm innocent, I don't really need a lawyer yet until they investigate me. You know what I'm saying?
And then why would he separate himself from all of them and just go off somewhere? Like it doesn't make sense. They were on water. So that's why I have questions about like how could that not be considered?
Yeah,
I don't
and,
get
and, and
that.
so a lot of people got questions about. A lot of people been questioning the parents like why y'all put y'all son in this position, and a lot of Black people, people have their different views about it, saying like, why do y'all, Black people think that they're putting their kids in a better situation because they're around white kids.
No.
They go into white schools and stuff like that, so they think they're putting their kids in a better situation to be successful. You know what I'm saying? And there's been several incidents like this where people, that one Black person hanging with their white friends, they go out somewhere having a good time, and they don't come back. Like they said something about the girl who went to a sleepover. The Black girl went to a sleepover. She was found dead. Don't nobody know nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's odd and it's hard not to question, And then and I'm not trying to say anything bad about Mississippi, but I mean look where they were at. They were in Mississippi.
Yeah, and that's the thing, like if I go on a trip with my homeboys and one of my homeboys go overboard, I'm not leaving until we get a search team out there.
Yeah.
I'm not leaving until a search team show up. You know what I'm saying? And say we've been looking for hours. I'm not coming back with nothing, with just a phone. I'm gonna be out there searching too. Like, man, where he at? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And why wouldn't he have his phone? We keep our phones on us. Like, that's just a part of almost our attire. We just keep our phones on us. For them to come back with his phone, I just find that really weird. So I feel bad for the family. That they have to be truly devastated even more because questions aren't being answered for it to make sense for them.
Yeah, man. And I think sometimes people want to be. I think, and that's what I was telling you about, the difference between us and black church people, black Christians and white Christians. We our hearts are so accepting to we get to the point we oblivious to reality. You know what I'm saying? We want to love people. We want to accept people. But when you got to understand, this is in Mississippi.
Exactly.
9 times out of 10, them boys' parents were Trump supporters. His daddy might have been they might have been Trump supporters, and that's sometimes they think they fit in. You know what I'm saying? Because I seen them Facebook where they got a MAGA page and they cussing all the black folks out, all the black MAGA folks thinking they cool with the MAGA people.
Wow.
The white MAGA people calling them niggas and everything.
What?
You know what I'm saying? And the black people who support Trump, they think they cool. They think we one of y'all. You know what I'm saying? But them folks like, you ain't one of us. You know what I'm saying? You ain't one of us. Get out of here, N-word. Get out of here, N-word. You know what I'm saying? And then they looking like, oh, y'all, we one of y'all while y'all treating them. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't, y'all not, we different. You know what I'm saying? Even though you want to try to do things right, you want to love everybody, but you have to be careful who you're around sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people was placing blame on the parents, like, why y'all, knowing what y'all know about these situations, why y'all send y'all one black boy with all these white kids, and they down in the Mississippi Delta, going to an island on the Mississippi, and this is Mississippi. And like I say, man, this country really hasn't changed. Only thing this country changed about is passing laws saying they can't hurt us. That's the only thing changed. The laws to protect us. You had to pass a law to protect people, a human. And they should be ashamed right now. You got to pass a law to protect a human. You know what I'm saying? And they thinking they making strides by making laws like this. Nigga, man, this should have never been a thing anyway. You should have never had to pass a law to protect a human. And y'all think we came a long way because of that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
but
they must have felt comfortable. He may have been friends with these men for a while, these young men for a while.
Yeah, you let your guards down, man. You let your guard down. But here's the thing. Here's the thing though. But when they get around, they all white. When you got a group of another all white boys, and here come a group of white boys with a black boy. So knowing that these kids' parents probably teaching them about hate. I'm not saying it is. I'm just saying it's a probability in the state of Mississippi. These people are Trump supporters. These people are MAGA supporters. These people think differently. They think differently about different people, about black and brown people. They look at you differently. You know what I'm saying? But when they go to school, when you go to the same school, they know you can't say that. You can't say what mom and them, dad and them teaching you and showing you. So the white kids feel like we got this black friend, we got this black dude. We cool. We got a black dude with us. You know what I'm saying? So I think people are naive because they don't look at all scenarios. People don't look at the worst case scenario. The problem with a lot of people, they only look at stuff from a good point of view, the good side. They don't look at stuff
with caution.
With caution. You know what I'm saying? What's the worst case scenarios?
It's better to be safe than sorry.
Yeah, and people say, "Oh, you just negative. You just negative." No, you got to look at stuff from both sides. You got to look at what can be right and what can go wrong. You got to look at stuff from both sides. You got to look at it's good that he hanging with white kids and they look like harmony. But you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But in the back of their mind, they for themselves, you know what I'm saying? We just cool with you from school because you play sports and all that. We don't really like you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And when they get into an argument, what's the argument gonna be about? Let's say the white boys, let's say one of the white boys got into it, they got into an argument, and now it heated. You think they ain't gonna call him no nigga? And it's just a whole bunch of white people out there? Man, they finna call him all kinds of niggas. You know what I'm saying? And now he probably getting back caught. Somebody did say that he got into an altercation with somebody. Somebody reported that there was an altercation. He got into an altercation. They didn't say who. They just said he got into an altercation with somebody. This might help. This might help. And that's all they said. You know what I'm saying? But somebody knows something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If he went overboard and know how to swim, you got 3 more dudes who can lift him out of the water.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just too much, man. I'm gonna make sure I follow this story. You know, and then they say one of the white boys' mother is a judge in Mississippi. So it could be, you know what I'm saying? It gonna be crazy, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's too many. I don't know. It none of it makes sense to me. Like, because like did they come back from the water without him? And if that's the case, then why can't they say, well, he fell over? Because you know what I'm saying? Like, or he jumped. I don't know. I can't even wrap my mind around how you can even try to make up anything with that without coming back to say something.
Exactly. And you know, and they know when stuff like this happen, they know it don't look good. So I haven't even seen this story on CNN or news. I haven't seen this on CNN. You know, like the girl who mama missing, how they talk about that every day.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This I haven't seen this story on there because they know how people gonna react to these stories because they don't look good on the surface. You know what I mean?
Yep.
Darth Hathaway said, Robert, it's reality. And no, they can't come to my no, they can't come to my barbecue. And I think a lot of black people think, you know, if they move far out somewhere where they are really the minority, you know what I'm saying? The minority, to where, you know what I'm saying, their kids are going to learn different habits. You know what I'm saying? You got black people who think like that, who think, and I'm not blaming the parents at all. You know what I'm saying? I know they probably devastated because, you know, you're supposed to you got to want to trust people, man, to be people, be human. But everybody ain't human, man. Everybody don't want to be human, man. These white people these are the same people who celebrating 4th of July like ain't nothing happened to nobody else. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They really think it's wrong to talk about the Trail of Tears and slavery. They really get mad when you talk about that. Mm-hmm. These are the same people who voted for Donald Trump, who think he's a great man. You know what I'm saying? So we are different. You know what I'm saying? And people got to start realizing we are different. If you get caught up in a situation where you're the only black person around a lot of white people, you know what I'm saying? And they think they're doing a good deed. Oh, we got a black friend. We're not racist. We got a black friend. And white people always say that I got a black friend. If you got 8 black friends, you're a racist. If you know how many friends you got of one race, you're a racist because you count them.
Yeah, it's just a fishy story and it's sad.
Yeah,
I feel so bad for that family.
Yeah, it's a crazy story, man. I'm gonna look more into it as it unfolds. So yeah, so that man, that's a weird story. But I know they know something, man. They know something. If some of them boys got lawyers already, that means they already know what people are gonna think.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? All right, let's get into a few relationship questions, y'all. Y'all gonna talk about a little relationship question. Let's do one relationship question of the week. Okay, here's the question. What's one truth about relationship people refuse to accept? What one truth about relationships people refuse? And y'all answer this question with me. What y'all think? I want y'all to answer this question too. What's one truth about relationship that people refuse to accept?
That's it could be so many different.
Just give me one.
Um,
you trying to give me one that probably? Oh, I ain't gonna offend him.
no. I'm because there's so many truths that somebody can come up with. So I think one would be this. Just me. I think one truth about relationships that people probably refuse to accept is that it in my opinion it reveals a lot about yourself that maybe you don't want to see about yourself. And I think
Like
that
what? Like what?
so when you're in so you're in a relationship with somebody, meaning you're in it, not in the beginning stages of like dating, like you're in it. A lot of times you wind up seeing yourself because in the beginning, we always show our best selves. That's just natural. We do that in all things, like at our jobs. We come in best foot forward. But over time, once you get comfortable, you get very familiar, then everything starts to like come up and surface all of who you are, the good, the bad, and the ugly. So so sometimes I think people refuse to accept the truth about themselves as it's kind of reflected or some kind of way comes up within the relationship that causes them to have to change for the better. And that's like, not one person, but it's both people. And that's just one thing because I think people have this idea that relationships are supposed to be rosy, like in the beginning, like from day one, you have all these fun, exciting meetups and stuff like that. But then once you actually get in it, you start to learn more about yourself too. And so I think people don't want to accept that. Because it forces you to, if you're mature enough, to sit down with yourself and say, you know what, that is a problem I have, or 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 the other person, you could be challenged that they don't want to see the issues that they have. So it's kind of like either or. You're dealing with your own self, and then you're dealing with the other person's like issues, and then you have to kind of it's just finding out more about who you are because it's easy to be selfish and be alone and just never deal with who you are because you ain't imposing yourself on nobody. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. When you by
You say-
yourself, when you go to bed, wake up, do your life by yourself, you can always put on and cover up triggers, cover up issues because there's nothing there to challenge it or to bring or to tick it off. You're by yourself, so you're always, hey, how you doing? Hey, what's up, man? Like you always in this state of I'm perfect almost. No, seriously. And so when you with somebody, it's like a mirror. Like you start to see stuff, and you're like, I do have this problem, or shoot, they do got their problem. I hope they don't be mad when I say something about it. Like
Yeah.
it causes you to see yourself, and it takes maturity to be able to grow like that. Because you actually grow if you ain't so sensitive that you just fall apart because somebody say something that maybe don't realize about yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's that's one truth that I think people refuse to accept. It makes you see yourself because we love to point fingers at the other person. We call our friends, oh, he did this or she said that, and I just don't like this and that. No, there's no perfection on earth in any human being.
Yeah.
And so you have to be okay with that being a part of the relationship. Because you can't ignore all the good stuff because then it's just a part of it. So it's not that the whole relationship is a bad truth. It's just like a part of all the good stuff. You have to accept the truth that it shows you who you are too. It causes you to change too for the better.
Yeah.
Deal with some past issues and stuff that you may never dealt with before.
Okay, so my answer to this question: what's one truth about relationships that people refuse to accept? And I think that one thing that people refuse to accept is you got to change. You got to change. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about a 360. I'm talking about you gotta be willing to change some things that you used to do, some things that you used to like, some places that you used to go. You got to be willing to change. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not only about you now; it's about you and that person. So that's one thing I think, like in a relationship, people refuse to do because people say, "Oh, you met me like this. When you met me, I was partying." You know what I'm saying? When you met me, I was hanging here.
Yeah.
When you met me, me and her used to hang out. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you know what I'm saying? When you met me, I used to do this before you met me.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But when you meet somebody, you gotta, if you want it to be sustaining, if you want a good sustaining relationship, a good honest relationship, you gotta be willing to change some things. And you know, you gotta be willing to let some things go. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to let a few places go. You got to be willing to give up some time. You know what I'm saying? You got to be willing to compromise. You got to change. Change is imminent in a relationship when you're trying to, you know, build something with somebody. Change is, and both sides got to be willing to change some things. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So that's one of the truth about a relationship that a lot of people refuse to accept it. You know what I'm saying? They still going to, I know dudes still going to strip clubs. You know what I'm saying? You married, but you still want to go to the strip club. What's in there you want now, dude? I mean, like, well, I've been going to the strip club. So now you got women, she love you so much, so she going to go with you. You know what I'm saying? And I don't knock people from doing what they doing, but I'm like, man, what you got a personal stripper now. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
I had to laugh at that. You know what I'm saying? When you got a personal stripper now, I'm gonna go buy you some outfits that they wear. You know what I'm saying? You know, when we get some long time in the house, you gonna, you know what I'm saying? Cut a little music on.
Yeah.
I would say the one thing that people refuse to accept in a relationship is that you got to change. You got to want to change. You know what I'm saying? You got to want to change, and I think people will change for the right person. In my opinion, when people get that person they want, they'll make changes. When a dude get a relationship, you don't see him no more for a while. You gonna say he you know what I'm saying? He don't change. Hey man, you don't change, man. You don't change. Hey, you don't change.
It'd be like that with women. It'd be like that with women too. You know, you just certain places you don't go anymore. Certain times of night you don't hang out anymore. You know, your conversation is different. Especially conversation with women, conversation is different for sure.
Yeah, like I just can't take off and go on a trip without saying, "Hey, baby, what you think about this?" You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I just can't, baby. I'm going to Florida with the boys next week. What? Like that? You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so you have to compromise. You have to check in. You have to check in like that's your mama. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's definitely like it's a oneness that you have with that person. So you're still an individual, but you learn how to do life differently because you're considering someone else because you like them and you love them. So it's a part of the relationship itself as far as like how you moving in life. Because you know when you're single, I mean you do whatever you do, you know. But once you do get with somebody, you know you do have to, you know, change up like the company you keep, you know, especially if you have friends that are single.
I mean, you're not necessarily gotta give. You don't have to give it a company.
It depends.
You just gotta make sure you don't go where you're in that company you used to go all the time.
Yeah. It depends, you know, because sometimes as women we can have
conversation is gonna change.
that,
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, group of friends that every time they get together, it's like, girl, see that guy over there, and if you get, but let's go, blah blah blah, and you know, and it's all about meeting people, and this girls like hook each other up with somebody, and so the conversation changes, you know, and you don't have the same places of interest to go to that will put you in those settings like that, you know. So
All right, let's go to another question. Let's do another question. Read that one. You read it.
okay. So are people genuinely looking for love or just looking for someone who won't leave?
Yeah, I gotta go first. People. I think people trying to get a balance. I think people really want that balance. They want somebody. They want somebody they love, and they want somebody who won't leave. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, so what is that?
No, you know.
Help me with that one.
Oh, when you say somebody who won't leave, that means some people just want to. Some people just want to be with somebody. Some people just want somebody. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Some people want somebody. You know, so some people Some people don't want to be alone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Some people, so they would accept something that they normally would accept because they don't want to be alone. Okay. But they end up choosing it. But that person, you know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. They don't really love that person, but that person, you know what I'm saying? This person digging them. Mm-hmm. This person doing stuff for me. This person, you know what I'm saying? People got people they love and they got people they like.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Both, though.
Huh?
You gotta have both.
Though. Yeah, if you got both, that's what you're looking for. That's love. Yes. That's you got somebody to love and you got somebody who won't leave.
Right.
When both of y'all feeling each other that way, right. You got somebody who you love, you got somebody who won't leave. Right. But some people get to a point where, you know, they accept people who, you know, somebody who just to be with. I just want somebody, you know what I'm saying? This person, they doing everything for me. I can live with that person. I don't love them, you know what I'm saying? But I can live with them. You know what I'm saying? I don't love them, but I can live with them. I can see myself living with that person. And maybe I can learn to love them. You know what I'm saying? So
people got to be like in a different place to.
And you got a lot of people. It's a lot of people in relationships like that. It's a lot of people in relationships like that. They with people they don't really love, but the person can provide something for me. You know what I'm saying? It's a relationship built off what they call it.
Is it convenience or
it's convenient and it's transactional.
What that person can do.
What this person can do for me. Yeah. And I like her, and I like them enough. I like them enough to I give it a shot. Right. You know, I don't. They're a good person. We already doing the thing anyway. You know what I'm saying? We sexually active, and they come around every day. They're a good person. He's a good person. I can kick it with him, but I don't love him. You know what I'm saying? And women have a way of keeping you in that keeping you in a woman can have you and keep you at an arm distance at the same time. Woman, and I don't. You probably think a man can do it too, but I know women can do it. Women can be with a man, but keep him at a distance, keep him close enough, but far enough so other people know I don't really rock with him like that. You know what I'm saying? That's my man, but I once that real dude, once the dude I really like come in, I can move on from him. You know what I mean?
So that's not a genuine.
Let me give you a scenario. Say like a dude locked up, and the girl she got the boyfriend while he in jail. Okay. But soon as that dude got out of jail, she gonna get rid of that dude she with.
So that's like convenient. Like,
yeah, because she don't want to be. She with him because she don't want to be alone. She need a little shit. You know what I'm saying? That's just my way of thinking. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? This is what I think.
No, that makes sense. I'm sure it's a lot of people who operate like that, and it can't be fulfilling though. It can't be.
Well, that's my answer.
It cannot be fulfilling for anybody.
I didn't say it was fulfilling, but it's people. Some people do it. You know what I'm saying? Some people do it. Some people do that, man. You know,
because what is like genuinely looking for love? I mean, what is love? Love is a lot of things. So again, it goes to that perfection piece.
Put it like this. Put it like this. If you don't never take that person around your family, what that's saying a lot. It's
It
saying like
does.
you
It
know, if you
does.
don't never take that person around your family, your mom ain't never. You know what I'm saying? Your mom don't even know that person.
That's
You've been with that
crazy.
person a year, but your family ain't even met them yet.
That's crazy. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If people out there like that, they don't take them around their family.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because they don't
is-
want the family to get attached to them. Because they're not attached to them.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
you know.
So if y'all taking notes, those are some warning signs,
Yeah, that's
some
definitely.
red flags.
If you with somebody for 6 months and y'all say y'all a couple and they ain't never took you around to a family function, they ain't interested in you. They don't want their family to
Right.
know you as that. They don't want their family to know you as you they man or you
Right.
they woman.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You
No,
know, that's definitely a flag right there.
I've seen that before.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
people do that, man. You know?
Yeah. Yeah. People do it, and it's wrong because it's using a person, and it's actually holding somebody up from being positioned to meet the person that would be for them, possibly.
Mhm.
You know, and it's really unfair. So
So did you answer
yeah.
this? Are you just going what I
Well,
said?
I think I think it's I think people genuinely are looking for love. I think mainly that. Now, people are doing that, looking for somebody who just won't leave. But I think most people are genuinely looking for love. I mean, I don't. The quest for love is always to me, um, what a person would desire if they don't want to be alone. If a person doesn't want to be single, then they're going to be looking for a genuine love relationship, and that means that they like the person, they love them. When hard times come, they don't just skip and run because you're gonna have hard times with anybody. I don't care who it is. You're gonna have hard times. So it's the maturity of saying I'm looking for love and what all comes with it. And I ain't talking about no foolish stuff like somebody abusing you. Ain't talking about that. But I'm talking about somebody who, you can see them as somebody you can enjoy life with and go and just go through the things in life that everybody got to go through. That's whatever it is, losses, celebrations, growth, change, sometimes sickness. I mean, you could meet a person and the way that they were when you first met them, it could be so different in 2 years. Like they may come up or they may go down in life, but are you going to lead based on, or stay based on one or the other? So I think people are genuinely looking for love. Because if you're looking for love, then you're looking to be that person, that's loving, because you want it for yourself, but then you're looking so you can give it. So I think that's what most people are looking
Yeah. Mm-hmm. All right. Next question. Does social media make people believe they have more options than they really do?
for. Hell yeah. I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry, y'all. Yeah. Of course.
Why
Of
you say
course.
that? Why you say that?
Because I mean, think about it. Social media is in your face every person that you're not gonna meet on the street every day. That you're not gonna meet at every outing you go to. I mean, it's just a scroll. It's a touch of a button, a little icon. Oh, let me see who that is. I mean, I mean, come on, people do it all the time. So it's not. It's the thought that it's like going to a restaurant. If you got all these choices, instead of a place where they got only like three things on the menu, you got all this stuff, and you like, okay, maybe that one. Oh, they like something I said. Oh, okay, uh huh. Or it could be whatever it is that makes contact, a point of communication. And so, if enough little exchanges happen, then you're thinking, oh, okay. Mhm. I mean, people do it all the time. They
Yeah.
they feel like there's something else other than just the everyday going somewhere. Like, you go to the everyday life things, the grocery store, the gas station. Yeah, somebody might try to say something to you. You might try to holler at somebody, but I mean, that's that's just a drop in the bucket compared to social media, you know. And the only thing about social media is that just like you're looking, everybody else is looking too at some of these same people. So, and of course, social media puts the best face forward. I mean, some people's pictures on their little thing, and they don't even look like that every day. And you be like, they put the prettiest picture there, the most handsome picture. Come on.
AI has enhanced a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? I see a lot of people posting AI pictures of themselves. I mean, like, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? And that one thing I'm not going to post an AI picture of me. I'm not going to send my picture to AI and then post it as is me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look totally different. She bad. You know what I'm saying? You see that person and you see her in person, you like, that ain't you.
I mean, so and options can be whatever you like, but it's still more of it because it's at the touch of a button and it's plenty out there. And it's always going to be attractive because again, people gonna put their best picture out there. They're gonna say what you want to hear. Oh, you look nice. You look handsome. I like that. And you get taken. No, who doesn't like compliments? Who doesn't?
Yeah.
Everybody likes
We
somebody.
all want to be loved.
I mean, true. Even God likes to be praised all day long, right? Okay, so we chip off the block, right? So it's just it does make a person feel that way if that's what they're looking for. If they're looking for options, then social media can make you feel that way because there's more people in front of you. But people have to keep in mind they're in front of other people too. They talking to other people too. I mean, it's just it's a feel good thing, really. It's just temporary feel goods, but you can't be with one person. So if you feel like your best bet is to search for it on social media, then that's cool. But some people like organic, you know, authentic organic connections where they meet somebody in person.
Yeah.
But social media is just full. It's just a lot.
Yeah. So does social media make people believe they have more options than they actually do? And I definitely say yes, it do, man. Because people think likes mean I like you.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? The likes could mean most of the likes mean I just like the way you looking now.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? I like
Yes,
the way
we
you
are
looking
guilty of
now.
that.
You know what I'm saying? I you know what I'm saying? And people look at it like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, they dress a little skimpy. You know, I don't see men doing it a lot. I don't. Mostly women who like, you know, they take a picture and they got their booty. I mean, I'm like, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, you know what I'm saying?
But the thing is that they know that people are going to it's going to draw attention. So they're like, because out of curiosity, like, oh, let me click on that. Let me blow it up a little bit. I mean, like men dress nice. And so the difference with the men is they ain't dressing skimpy, but they're dressing really nice. So of course a woman gonna be like, "Ooh, okay, let me see," and then punch
So let me ask you
and they'll
something.
blow it up, try to see
Let me ask you
full
something.
picture.
What feature on a man that women like the most? Is it a chest? Is it a chest or
it's
abs
different
or something like that?
It's different for every woman.
I'm
It's
talking about
different.
like what would you say like the average woman like this
I-
about a nice chest or something like that?
Mm,
Would you say a chest?
It's hard to say.
But I don't
I
see.
would say for me, what I understand with having 5 sisters and knowing women I've hung around, we kind of look at your face, like we look at the man's face because women, like
You don't see
men
men-
happen to look more at the body of a woman. Not saying today y'all don't value the face, but I'm saying y'all look at all of it. But for women, nice looking face because that's what we're looking at first. I don't think we necessarily scanning the body. Ooh, do we have this and that? Because I know some women, that it's funny. The parts of a body that women like may not be what y'all think it is. It ain't necessarily. I mean,
So what now?
it may be a part of a man's body that most men probably don't think is typical that women like.
What?
Yeah, I know that makes sense. Some women like a man with a nice ass. You know, like
Okay, but yeah, I mean,
but I'm not saying that's typical.
But I'm not saying.
Nothing is typical.
Here's what I'm saying. Here's the difference. You don't see men with a camera
No, because it's
On their
different.
booty.
No.
You know what I'm
It's
saying?
just different. It's
Like
not
you
the
see
same.
women.
It's
I'm
not the
talking about
same.
like most of the, if a woman got a nice butt, you gonna know she got a nice butt.
But
But
it's not the same.
She gonna be looking back in it.
It's not
So
the
then when
same
she
though.
want you to look.
But
You know what I'm
it's not the same. I think with women, we like what we like, and it's personal. I don't think there's a main thing. Not that I can say from talking to other women. I think it's just tailored to who she is. Some women like men with certain features, like it just depends on the woman. So it just depends. I don't think there's one thing. I think sometimes women like men with certain type of hair, maybe their, skin complexion, what they look at. I don't know. It's just what it is for that woman. So I cannot give an
I
answer
mean,
for that.
that's with men too. We like different things about women. Some men like a woman's face. Some men like lips. Some men like a nice chest. Some men like a slender woman. I mean, everybody don't like the same thing.
So that's what I'm saying. I can't give a typical.
But most women think most men prefer a big booty. Even women with a decent little booty. Even with women, if they got a little curve, if they got a lip curve, they finna take a picture of it.
Well, because maybe society has put that idea out there that that's what majority of men like, whether it be a black man or a white man. I think if men like that, then that's what women think.
Here's what I think. I think men present what they think their best features are, which is all of me.
Mm-hmm.
And women present what they think men like.
I don't know.
And that's a big butt.
I don't know.
She got some big. She got a chest, and she got like. If she moved in one more inch, you can see the black part of her nipples. You know what I'm saying? She got it covered just enough so you don't see the black part. You know what I'm saying? What you call that?
I am not gonna have sex class right now. I mean, you can talk about all those terms, but anyway, I get what you're saying, but to stick to the question, I think that a nice looking picture is what people. He's killing a fruit fly, y'all. Okay, so I think people, because of social media's ability to alter pictures or enhance them. Sometimes people really look nice in person, but they enhance them even more with filters and all that stuff. So if you're on social media and you see all these things, people they're gonna put their best forward in the photos and in all of the comments and all the feel good, oh, you look good and all this kind of stuff. And so that makes a person feel like they got more options. Like, because this person said to me last week that they like what I said. Then this person, they put a heart by something that, I posted. And then it becomes this idea that maybe I could be with them. But at the end of the day, you're not the only person that's looking at them, and they're not the only, you know what I'm saying? Like vice versa. Like as you're looking at them, so are other people, and they're also communicating in connections with other people too. So it's not really so much that you have more options. It's just more out there to look at, but it doesn't mean you have more options, if that make any sense.
Yeah, but a lot of people think they got a lot of options, man.
Yeah.
But the thing about men, and a lot of women don't understand, men will like something, but they don't like that. A man would like something, but they don't want it. I would like something I don't want. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a nice body, but I don't want you because you would be doing that if I were with you. And that's, I think women don't understand that. Just because you got a fine body and you got 1,000 likes, but 900 of the men would not want you would not want to be in a relationship with you. But they would sex you, but they don't want to be in a relationship with you because you're going to be doing this. You know what I'm saying? This is what you're going to be doing. You're going to be showing other men my goodies. So,
and that makes sense, and maybe sometimes women may feel a certain way too about men, like men who are always just doing the most, and some women feel like, oh, he'll be like this, you know what I'm saying? So it goes both ways, the whole, you know, attention seeking, because sometimes men and women both seek attention in different ways, you know.
All right then. That was an interesting question.
It sure was.
So, but you ready to get into Jenny's quote of the week?
Yes, sir.
All right, let's get into Jenny's quote of the week. Let's
From the heart of the people, let the spirit flow. Higher motivation everywhere we go. Jenny's got the word, keeping faith inside. A little bit of heaven to make your week right. Let the cup run over, let the truth speak. It's time for overflow. And Jenny's quote of the week.
all right, y'all. Y'all ready for Jenny's quote of the week? And Jenny's quote of the week is
It is not about having a lot of people around. It's about having the right people around. You can be around a whole lot of people, but in the mix of that, you can have haters, you can have people that just want to use you, you can have people that don't have your best interests in mind. You can have a mix in there of some people that really like you, but it's not about numbers. It's about having the right people around. And sometimes the right people around may be just 3 people, and that's okay. So don't equate numbers with, your success in life, or if you're well liked. It's about having the right people around, because those people will sharpen you. They will be honest with you. They'll love you and they'll support you. And it means more than just saying, oh, I got a whole bunch of people around me. So always keep that in mind. It's not about numbers, it's about quality.
I agree, man. It's not about quantity, it's about quality.
That's right.
I agree with you on that. So 100%. Jenny's quote of the week. It's not about having a lot of people around. It's about having the right people around. Jenny's quote of the week. Awesome. Awesome quote of the week.
That hit my spirit.
So these quotes, like, what do they come from? Like,
So some of them are from other people, and the ones that are from me, I make sure I say that it's from me or it's from the others. This is for me. That's something that came to my spirit because when I was younger, I used to think, people that had like a lot of friends were popular and they were just amazing. And then you start to question, well, I don't have like 100 friends around me. But as I've gotten older, I realized that having a smaller circle than I had when I was younger, the few people that I would say that I consider good friends, they're the people that I would say really care about who I am.
all right,
They
that's
care
what's
about
up,
who I
man.
am.
Jenny's quote of the week, y'all. Y'all give her a hand. All right, well, let's bring us to the end of the show. It was a relaxed show. So we really didn't have a lot planned today. So
Nope.
we came with a lot of topics that was
Yeah.
in the news today. Of course, we are always open for anybody who has a book that they wrote. They're not popular, but they want to talk about their book, a story to tell. They have an organization they want to come on and talk about. Whatever, man. This is the Overflow, the Everyday People Show. I mean, we want to share this show with you guys. So just hit me up in my inbox or DM me or whatever they call it, you know what I'm saying? And hit me up if you got my number. Let me know if you want to come on and chat it up, talk about something.
All right. Well, I hope everybody had a good weekend and make the rest of this week amazing. Please stay safe from this heat because it's no joke. And just take care of yourselves. That's what my motto is. Just take care of yourself so you can be better to other people.
Amen. And y'all go support your boy, man. Music, man. I got music. I released a lot of singles. I've been releasing singles lately. And the reason why I'm releasing singles because I realize that we are in a microwave we're in a microwave society where, you know,
Attention span is short.
attention span, you know what people, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna listen to your whole album. They're gonna just, so I'm just giving y'all, you know, little this and that here and now and then, you know what I'm saying? And my next release is gonna be Graded Baby. So my Graded Babies, y'all gotta be ready to represent the ATL, baby. We're gonna let all these folks who weren't born and graded, you know what I'm saying? Jen, okay. But listen, but you got to at least have a graded baby mama or a graded baby daddy.
Of course, I do.
You know what I'm saying? You got one?
My mom.
Well, your mama, if your mama was born at graded, then you're good. You're one of us. You know what I'm saying? That's why I say you got to have a graded baby mama or a graded baby dad. You know what I'm saying? If you got a graded baby mama, graded baby dad, you're a graded baby. We'll accept you as a graded baby. All right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All right. All right, then, y'all. So listen, y'all. Listen. Thank y'all for tuning in. Thank y'all for sharing. Thank y'all for commenting. Listen, we want y'all to go to our YouTube page, Overflow, the Everyday People Show, and subscribe to our YouTube page. We're trying to get the number up, y'all. We need y'all help. So just go to our YouTube page and subscribe to our YouTube page. And we want to thank y'all for tuning in again. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Appreciate y'all. And you know what? We love y'all. And guess what?
There's nothing y'all can do about
There's
it.
nothing you can do about it. Peace.